Great, so let's start. But first, thank you, Rouddy, for joining us tonight for this special Friday night interview with Vasily and Henri as well. So today's interview will be about three parts. First one, the rad music concert, inaugurating the playground of Moria. Then the future of rad music, and the third part will be to discuss about the current situation on Lesvos. So welcome, Rouddy.
Thank you. Yes.
So my first question for you, Rouddy, is so what happened with the concert? What was it about?
The concept was to, like I can say, inaugurate and the playground. They volunteered. They are already they volunteered. They start some playground for the children can play, and also they can have fun after school. So they was thinking to do some things bigger to to open it like official, that they invite us to go there and to play music and to sing one song to show the world we are children, we are here, we are suffering, and the people came to help us to make this playground. It was like this.
Okay, nice. And whose idea was that, the concert?
It was for, I forget his name, Leonard? No.
Leonis?
Leonis, yes, Leonis. He is the coordinator, one of the coordinator. And he just make this kind of things to create a playground and together with refugees. And he know me and he was trying to ask how we can work together. That's why he proposed me to play the concert. It was like this.
Okay.
And I was trying also by myself to think what we can do for the children. We can make some different culture play from Afghan, African, and European. So that's why I create, the song. So the song was like, the name of the song was The Solidarity. So how I create this song, and together with some ideas, it was like this.
Okay, and so can you tell us more what was the concert about more in detail on last Saturday for the inauguration of the Moria Camp playground.
Yeah, the concert was to go in the details. It was like to inform people our solidarity, to show them we are together and we are all human on this planet. So that was the concept in details, and to inform the world there are more than 10,000 children living in camp, and they don't go to school, they don't play like playing like what you see then. It was a lot of children was playing. They was more
It was
happy.
wonderful.
Yeah, it was wonderful, and also we proposed to make like some culture foods, but it was a little difficult, because of the bad condition is inside the camp, and to make like shooting. It was like
Yeah, the shooting
the
cats.
shooting cards, yes, to make this kind of things, to paint, just to have to show the solidarity we have, like you European guys and we refugees and the children. So we were there to support them and to make them happy. It was like this.
Right. And could you tell me who were the participants who played during the concert? More in detail?
Yeah, it was like in my team, we were the musician six, and
And there was some drums, some
yeah,
guitar.
one guy was playing guitar like Kokumba. He was playing
Kukumba.
guitar, and Rodrigue was playing the drums, and Camille was playing drums, and Laura was playing guitar. I was sing to help them to know how to, because I prepared the song, and also Jonathan was there to sing, James, and
And the children.
the children was there to dance, and we just collect a lot of children the same days to show them how they can sing, how they can dance, how can they do the small things, like also Greek people, three ladies from Greece, Yota, Lambrini, and Angela. They was there to make song, but they share they send the message, but by the sign. So they put one Greek song, and they just explain children how to do the sign. It was a big message. Yes.
Yes, I agree. And it was especially very the ambience of the concert was such warm and welcoming. We had maybe 400 or 500 people attending the concert.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and just maybe can you tell us more before the concert? How did you prepare for that
Yeah.
performance?
The event, we didn't first, when they called me, we didn't have a big meeting like to organize, to think about that, to make the poster, because I knew that. I was thinking if we make a poster on Facebook, or to make a big small marketing inside the camp, it will be all the camp. I know. So when we had our first, we did only one meeting, and I explained them, we will do this. Like we will play, and will not make a poster, because I know if Moria, you will know we have now more than 70,000 people. So if we make a poster to put in the main gates, or to inform the people, we will play the music, many people will come. So we start to prepare the space, like the theater.
Okay.
They just give me idea. We need to make a theater, and I give them idea also to make the place, that the place we play the concert, and to prepare it, and also we prepare the time, and it will be from 6 to 9, and it was also they was thinking to make a movie in the end because there was also some people was trying to make like the art like moving so sorry movie and also to make like pictures. So we prepare everything before, and I was really surprised to see in the same days there was not more than 500 people. So it was amazing, and people was happy, but I was a bit afraid in the end because we were a short team, and inside the camp so dark, and we couldn't play like I played before, like full team, because I didn't allow all the team to come to play. All the short team will play.
Sure, and of course in
Yeah.
Moria Camp, it's always things are a little bit more unpredictable
Sure.
in the way it can go very well, and in a short amount of time it can turn around.
Just one click,
Can,
things can
can
change.
you can you tell can you tell us more about what were the main barriers to organize this concert? Talking about that,
I didn't get well to you. Can speak it in French? I can.
what were the main obstacles to organize the concert?
Oh, okay. It was difficult to organize it because I was thinking not only to go to play, but to send a message. That is my goal. I cannot go play some things for fun, but I was thinking first what I will give them after concert, what they will think. So it was difficult to organize, first to write the song, because we were only 2 weeks to prepare everything. It was difficult for me to write the song. It was also difficult for me to have the practice every day. Every day we need to work, to think, and I get some difficulty to translate the word the song in English, in Greek, in Lingala, in French. So it was 5 languages.
And Farsi.
And Farsi. It was difficult. And to play all these languages in the one rhythm, it was not easy. I never did it before, but I was trying my best to put one song in French, in English, in Farsi, in Greek, and in Lingala, and to show the people how they can sing it in the same melody. So that was the main difficult I had, but I hope next time I will make it more better.
Well, actually, from my point of view, I think it was a great concert. So congratulations, Rudy and the whole team for making that. And maybe on the topic of the concert, we can end up by singing the first
song.
The first song, just le premier paragraphe. Okay.
In French.
In English. In English.
Okay. It was I have a lot of songs.
We want human family. Let's hold up hands in hand. We are together indeed. We want to live in peace. We'll go through hardship together. We want to live in peace. Let the children rise up like a shooting kite in the clear sky of love.
So that was the first paragraph of the song. We are human, and
family.
We are one human family. We let's stand up hand in hand like this. We want to live in peace. We are together in this. We want to live.
Go through hardship together.
And we go to hardship together. We want to live in peace. let the children rise up like a shooting in cats in the clear sky of love. Yeah. So that was the first party, but the song was good. Next time, maybe we'll recording the song and we will share it again. Okay. That is I'm trying to do. Yeah.
All right. So thank you for these responses regarding the concert, which was basically to inaugurate the playground of Moria Camp, which was built from the ground by volunteers
and refugees.
Yes. Of course. And also to entertain the children and the families of the camp, and finally to send a message to the world that these children need to have fun and need to also get access to schools and development and support.
And also in the end, before we sing also We Are the World. So we are the children, we are the world. It was also difficult because in the same days to organize the children, to show them we are the world, we are the children, we are the world. And also, nous voulons étudier, nous voulons une vie meilleure, nous voulons étudier. So we was trying to help them to sing. We need study, we need to have better future. That was awesome.
And also we danced.
We danced a lot.
We also danced.
And we was happy, and the children, they was happy. So I really like it. I didn't see from my heart for the children and also for the people suffering in the camp, because I think more than 1 year, no one playing inside the camp, no one. I think it is the first concert since last year. No one, because everybody left, the volunteer left, connected by music, they just came back this year. So it was the first concert inside the camp. Yes.
All right. So once again, congratulations for
Thank you.
Organizing it and running it and for everything. And for my part, it was a very amazing experience. So thank you.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Okay, let's wrap up on the topic of the concert, and maybe let's go from a bigger scale, talking about rad music. And what are the next goals for maybe can you tell us in very short sentences, like what is rad music to begin with, maybe?
Yeah, like I'm trying to say every time, rad music, it is first Refugees African Dance, but not only for Africa. Now it's become more international because it is not only for refugees. The goal is to connect people like refugees, locals, and international musicians to be together and to grow up together. That is rad music. And I have more than 5 goals. I'm trying to catch one by one. When I will finish to catch all the goals, I will be happy and I will be more calm because I'm going to my objective. Now I'm still in to build rad music to become more bigger. Then even in Greece, they will understand what is rad music and they will let us to be free around the world. That I will be happy. I will be more calm. Yes. That is rad music.
Okay, thank you for this short but efficient introduction. And for on my part, rad music is rehearsing 2 times a week.
Yeah, 2 times a week, Monday and Wednesday.
How many people?
For now, I more than 40 people, 40 to 40 people, because every day we have a new people is coming, like refugees and volunteer every weekend. It's like Monday and Wednesday. There's a lot of people that come they know what we are doing and they want to join us. So yeah.
Okay. And so maybe you talked briefly about the goals of Rad Music. Can you
Yeah.
tell us more in a short-term vision and a longer-term vision? What are the goals of Rad Music?
Yeah, for now, for the short time, like I can say here in Lesbos, because in the island, people they are moving a lot. But rap music, it is small groups. No, it is small for now because it's still locals in Lesbos. My goal is to help all these refugees, to connect them with the big musician. And next time, in the longer, I can say, rap music will become the place we send people to get a job, to be employed. Because the music, it is some things, how can I say that? The music is, it is the love and money also. We need to get the money for the music. Not only me, but for those refugees living in Lesbos, living in the camp, when they attend, they join rap music, and they can learn many things. They can learn to song, they can learn how to play guitars, they can learn how to sing, they can learn how to dance. And after, if they want to leave, we will prepare everything. We can give them maybe a recommendation letter to join another team, the professional team, and then they can do the best. They can start to get the money, and they can start their own life. So it's something I'm trying to think in the future to help people to get a job.
And they can also get skills in teaching and
Yes,
leadership
that's
because
what I mean. As I'm explaining. No, I'm teaching them. So I'm trying to make a training for the teacher. So to show them how they can teach music, how they can write the song, how they can organize the groups. So many things I'm teaching them, and how they can um, be in the like some things like leadership to know how
yeah.
to lead. Yes, something like this.
And yeah, anything else to add?
Yeah. Anything else? I'm trying when. First of all, for me, when I will be free, I will get all my documents. I will bring rap music in Athens and another part in Greece, and we can try to have another statue to create, to make the concert. People can pay money and to support this kind of thing because the refugees, it's difficult for them to get a job in Greece because other refugees, they don't speak French, no, they don't speak English, they don't speak Greek, but they can sing, they can play guitar, and they can also organize a lot of things. See, and for that, I already write it. I need the refugees to learn Greek and to learn English and to go to school to learn different things like computers. Yeah. So I'm trying, if they give me allowed, will they give us teachers from Greek and also English? They will start to to integrate in Greece to learn language. Yes.
And okay, and on a on a shorter term vision, like what are the next projects of
Rap
Rad
music.
Music?
So for now, the next project is I'm trying to do this week to make small song. We finished to write it with Kokoumba for Corona, about Corona, because we need to, I'm trying to show the people we are refugees, but we are human. Because when I see Corona, when Corona came, Corona, he didn't choose like refugees and not refugees. Corona, he just chose human, only choose human. And we are refugees. We can bring some things in the society. I know music doesn't need language, doesn't need nothing. It is music. And it could be better because always when they're trying to explain people, we need to protect ourselves, like wearing a mask, wash our hands. Many people, they don't care, they don't read. When they post, they say the newspaper, they read, they say, they speak. Other people, they don't understand and they don't want to read, they don't want to see the news. But if it is by I make it by song, other people they will need to listen the song. And they can listen the guitar, the music, and if they see the message, it is inside this music, it will help them to remind them they should wear a mask, they should wash their hands, they shouldn't be maybe in the small space, more than 50 people. It is not allowed to protect first ourselves and to protect also people like us, save the life that I'm trying to make. Maybe in the next week, we will have Corona song and maybe for 2 minutes and we will share our message. People, protect yourself, wear a mask, wash your hand. So it will be Corona song. Rad music will give a gift in the world. It is not only for us, but for all the people around the world. They will listen that song and they will remind we need to wear a mask, wash your hands, and to remind it because maybe the second wave of Corona is coming. So we need to be protect ourselves. Yes.
Right. And then there is also a clip this next month, a clip and a concert.
Yeah, for this next month, no, this month I think today's
Tomorrow.
from tomorrow, in the end of August, we will play a concert. It will be one of the big concerts I'm trying to think because the previous concert I cry. We cry a lot. We explained about refugees, but this
it
concert
was concert about World Refugee Day.
Yeah, it was the World
Square.
Refugees. That's why, yes, I cry a lot because the message was really strong to the world. And so the next concert will be happy concert. It will be happy. I need people to dance, to enjoy, to be together. Yeah, it will be like this. In the end of August, maybe Vasily will invite you to come to be with us in that concert.
Rudy, it'll be a pleasure to be there, and listening to you is really very inspiring. And I'm glad that Arthur arranged this call. For that concert, let me know what dates you're looking at and which venue you're planning on having it. I'd be keen to see if they're from the local community, if there may be some a band or something like that that may join, so that you could sing together possibly. So do share more information with me, and let's see if we can organize something like that. So, but really inspiring to listen to everything and to see everything that you've managed to do to date. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep it up.
I hope I will sing. I have some locals musician. We are in touch. I hope they will play. And if we are with the local musician, it will be more good and it will be very happy to just to make the calm for people like the people that are against about the refugees. If we sing some song with other locals, they will come more down because
that will integrate everyone.
Yeah, it will integrate everyone, and because we need to live in peace when they are trying to against like refugees, like
Can we talk about that in the last part? Okay. So we finished on rad music, and then we will address this, of course, political situation. Okay, my two last questions before we go on to that topic. So let's go back on rad music. So that would be the clip and the concert, which will be people will pay for it. So it's actually something that will be relevant for rad music. And in that sense, can you tell us more? What are the needs of rad music at the moment? Because I know there is many expenses to run such a group. So can you tell us what the needs are and what are your solutions and which help do you need? So maybe the first question is, what are the needs of rad music? I mean, I asked 3 questions in a row.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, like you said, your question is small, but if I'm trying to explain that, I can go not for short, not for long, sorry, by short. It is really I need a lot of things. Rad music need a lot of things because for now we are renting the place. We are renting the place every month. We need to pay money, and also every day, every week we need to have. We use more than 100 tickets. We need to pay for transportation people from Moria and until the Mytilene. And we must eat. We buy the food, something like a kebab and some juice to let them to have more energy because music, you need to have energy. We need to have energy. So if I make every week we expend more than 3,000, 300, sorry, every week. Because sometimes I use my own money, but I don't have. Taxi, they are trying to do the best for us, for the tickets, and for some sandwich, and also some private need for the musician. You are here, you see why they're running behind me because like this month I get a lot of difficult, a lot.
Like people need a housing budget.
People need a house because they have the second rejection. They cannot stay in the ferry ticket because they need to move. They give them the paper. They should to leave the island just for 10 days. So they don't have place to stay in Athens. They don't have a ferry ticket. They come to me. So rad music need small budgets, like budget.
Yeah.
Small budgets to help. If someone wants to leave, yes, we can pay even 50 euro to buy the ticket, and to have space for them, maybe 100. They can start maybe for 1 month to have space for Athens, because also in Athens is a crowd. There's a lot of refugees, so rad music need a lot of need.
And how can which solution do you have for bringing money into rad music?
I create the link. The link is there. I will need only people, if the people, they really like refugees, like you, Henri, Vasily, and Arti. You can help us only to share this link. We know we don't have a lot of money, but if you have connection, that's I'm asking, because behind you, there is a lot of people know you. There is a lot of people maybe they have some money. You can help us to share this link and to talk about us, and they can support us, or they can have connect directly with you guys and also with me, and I can explain more if they need more details. But only the link, you can share it.
The Zoom link.
The Zoom, the link I create, it is
it's a Zoom link for a meeting with volunteers and people willing to support rad music financially.
Like these kind of things we are doing. We can make it online directly on Facebook and YouTube. People can understand by your way, and we can talk more and just to share information, because we need to have like, how can I say it?
An ecosystem of
something like this, to be more
visible.
Visible, to be more visible, because if we don't have visibility, it is not good, and no one will know. I know behind, like, Vasily has a lot of people, so you have a lot of people behind you. If you have this, si on a cette visibilité-là, et ça va nous aider de bien comprendre et d'avoir aussi beaucoup de support. C'est ça que j'ai besoin. Juste, j'ai besoin de ça, de partager, to share the links,
So
to talk
you're
about
asking
us,
people to support financially
all
to
this.
spread the word of ride music.
Yeah.
Okay, Rudy, thank you for this proposition. I'm thinking about wrapping up about ride music and going into the last part, if that's okay for you.
Yeah. And also, I create groups for the support of rad music. So we will have a meeting on Sunday. I don't know, Vasilis, on all stuff. If you can join us on Sunday, we will have a meeting only for support rad music. And you will see rad music is international. There is all the world. There is a lot of people was here and other they are here. They're from around the world. So I will invite you also, if you will be free to join us and you can see and you will listen what I'm trying to prepare. We'll share together because I need really to have short team that can support first and other we can get another people. Yes.
All right.
So I will send you the invitation from Sunday, 9 a.m. and not 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Greek hours.
Greek time.
All right. Thank you, Rudy, for your response and suggestions about ride music and the concert you organized last week for the inauguration of the Moria Camp playground. We are going to address a last issue. It's the current situation on Lesvos regarding political related matters. And so what's the situation, in your opinion, here on Lesvos? How do you feel it is with political situation with the coronavirus?
Yeah,
and we have about 6 minutes left, so maybe you and Vasily can talk for that, and then we will wrap up this interview.
Yeah. So the situation in Lesbos for now, it's so shame. Yeah, it's so shame because we don't know why it is going like this. Everything is politic, but we are refugees, we are the victim. We are the victim, and some locals also, they become victim because they're supporting refugees. Because we don't understand, like about the coronavirus. Like today, they just give announcements. The lockdown will still until the end of August. We knew that just today afternoon. Yeah, what can we say? I cannot say something else because people need to come out. People need to go even to the beach. People need to go even to take the more air outside of the camp. But they can't. They don't allow them to go out. And the people, they become crazy. And every day, there is fire inside the camp. Every day, there is a fire. In the night, there is small fire every day. But we are afraid. But because we don't know in the next days what will happen for the refugees. No, not for the, but inside the camp. Because people, they become crazy. They will pass all the summer inside the camp, the lockdown. There is not enough water. There's not enough electricity. There's not enough good food. Because when they bring food, even in the morning, maybe afternoon, in the box, it is too hot and the food become very bad. You cannot smell it. And many people, they don't eat this food. So political situation, it is for the camp, it is going so bad. And last week, I think 2 weeks ago, we had the protest.
Rudy, Sorry,
Yes.
it's going to cut out soon, so I don't know if we want to continue the conversation. I'm happy to do that, and in fact, maybe we should dial in again. And specifically, the point that I want to discuss is you mentioning about refugees being victims and some local supporters that are victims. And I wanted to have the discussion because I think it's quite important that we also consider the victims from the locals' perspective, who at this point in time, almost 30–40% of the population is asylum seekers on Lesvos, right? So I don't agree at all with the situation of how refugees are treated. Let me make that clear. But at the same time, I don't think there's enough attention being given to the impact of the victims, meaning the local people whose society has and their home, the environment has changed completely in terms of hosting refugees and asylum seekers. And I think the big problem is the lack of communication between the different groups, and that the majority of the matters are fear-driven. But you know, I don't want to try and cover that now. I'm happy to dial back in as we can have a discussion about that. But I think, you know, we often overlook the perspective of the local people whose home, what they knew as their home, has changed completely, with a great number of refugees and asylum seekers that have come to Lesvos. And I think it's important for us to talk about that and not only show the one-sided perspective, you know. So I'll be happy to continue the discussion if we want to dial back in, but it's really an important part of the conversation that I often feel gets overlooked, you know. So and again, I want to clarify to say about the situation, I in no way support the bad conditions that exist, you know, but I just think we need to give an objective overview of everything as well, you know, and better context. So
talking about addressing also the locals' perspective regarding the situation. And okay, Vasily, if you want to add something, and Rudy can also add. And okay, for you, Vasily.
Yeah, the local, they are tired, like Vasily said, because of the number of the refugees is too high. We should to be agree about that. Yeah, we should to be. I am agree about that. Other refugees they should to be, because they are tired since 5 years, and since they start to help and to until today, the number is going only high. It's not increase. Yeah, but I'm saying thank you to great people, because we are in their country. But sometimes it's suicide to see other people they are making against for refugees. But it's okay.
Rudy, thank you for your comments. You know, from the first day that we met, and every single person, I believe, that has met you, every single local person that has met you, has been inspired by, you know, your sense of community and the work that you do. And I think one of the big problems is that a lot of local people have not had the opportunity to come into contact with asylum seekers and with refugees. And, you know, this is obviously what your aim is. And this is, again, why the suggestion that with the concert that you're going to be holding, how do we have, firstly, discussions with locals and inquire whether they would be keen to participate and or support into a concert that, given the political situation, that's more of socializing versus making statements, but as an opportunity to get together, right? Because music bridges all differences. You know, the concert that you did on Sub 4 was amazing in the heart of Michelini. When you did your concert there, and all the people that came and sang and participated, it was incredible. So how do you do more of that with local people that do not have the opportunity to meet you, to come into contact with you, that only hear about the negative stories that of theft or stabbings in Moria and so forth. You know, they only hear the negative things, don't come into contact with refugees, and they have arguably, not arguably, they have the wrong impression. You know, so it's all perception based. And this is, again, what rad music can play a key role through the music, through the education, and so forth. So I just wanted to clarify that point.
Thank you. Thank you. We will continue to do. I know rap music will bring people in the one. Okay, comment je peux dire, dans le même marmite. We'll put people all together. All will be together.
We're together in this. Right?
We are together on this. Yes, to connect them.
And on that note, given that you're also saying that you've got a global focus, the objective would be to, which is the mutual thing of decongesting the islands. I mean, refugees to be able to go to other areas, greet people, given the numbers, also, you know, to get refugees to leave. So everyone's got a common vision in the sense of decongesting the islands, just from a numbers perspective. So I think, you know, if that's a focus, one of the focuses, I mean, there's many things that we could be linked on, but given the situation at the moment, I think if, and rad music being involved in that, or supporting that of decongesting the islands, from a sense of an understanding, I think could be a way of building better relationships with people as well. You understand? So we need to raise awareness across Europe, not only here on Lesvos, but across Europe.
Yes, and also I was thinking, because I write it also in my agenda, I was thinking to do some things maybe before concert, to have a bit meeting with the students in university, in the Ijon University, maybe to meet some students and to write music and with the student to have a bit meeting, because I already identify the student. We are not too close, but you know, when you was here, we were opportunity to go to the university. But I'm trying to think about that, because there is some people also they want to study and they want to do a lot of things, but we need to have a good connect with the student in university. And I will ask you to think a bit about that. If you only have some connection, let me know. We can arrange some meeting, some few community of the students and rad music community. We can make a bit like a discussing a change. And also because the students, they are more clear, like they have, they have a different like perspective for us. They are really not too close for the refugees. But if when they and we have a little meeting, they can understand something could be better. I want to meet the students. Yes, that's I'm trying to think.
Yeah, can definitely arrange that. That's a great idea. Can definitely arrange something along for that.
Okay. It
guys.
is enough for my side. I don't have nothing else.
Well, Rouddy, firstly, thank you very much. As Changemakers Lab, you definitely one of the leading people that is a great example of a change maker, and really glad that Arthur arranged to have this interview and to hear everything that you've been doing and what your vision is going forward. So we definitely will continue the discussions. And then again, I want to say thank you to Arthur also for arranging this, and for all his support for Changemakers Lab during the last couple of months. So it's quite fitting to have both of you there sitting together today. So I wish you well, Arthur, on your journey, and I'm sure we'll all meet together again. And last but not least, thanks to Henri as well for arranging to record this and also for editing. We look forward to getting the video together and spreading your message across to get support. So yeah, thanks again, Rouddy. And also what we discussed, I want to discuss about the technology academy of at least starting on a weekly basis, that we can develop and grow that. And as you said again, and I'm glad that you mentioned that you would be glad to introduce locals to it, which I think would be quite a strong value proposition, that we can focus on locals and then bring asylum seekers that are really interested in it, that we also create job opportunities directly for them. It's a massive international network, so I think it would be really good to start, and I can't think of a better person than yourself with whom we can take that forward and make it extremely successful. So I look forward to continue the discussions on that. Okay. So thank you to everyone. Thank you. Have an awesome weekend, and we will chat soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for your collaboration, Vasily, and also Henry for your collaboration, and of course, Rouddy, thank you for being with us tonight.
We are together. We will. I will miss him tomorrow, but we are together.
All right, guys. Yeah. Bye bye.